Right then, semi-finals underway. Best of 3 here. This is the pick of Mad Lions. Mousesports starting on the CT side. We are going to have an A approach here and aggression from Frozen. Bubsky will get that first kill, but Carrigan fighting tooth and nail with the USP with the split is absolutely ruthless here, but so are the headshots coming through from the Glocks and the P2000. It's actually going to be a 3 versus 1 now, as Mad Lions will be up against Rops. He is capable of winning these sort of rounds, but he is the B player, and it's going to be a long rotation as he comes in from that A ramp.
Trying desperately to find an opening. Bomb down, he's the only one left, 1 on 3, and they were both staring directly at him, so Hunden finds the kill easily. And 1-0 for Mad Lions. T-side start and the pistol in there. Hasn't been tainted by other in-game leaders. Maybe Carrigan likes that prospect and molding him and how the player he wants him to be. That's the other side of it, is that Rops didn't have Carrigan there as the in-game leader when he came in, and he was still remarkable. Frozen does. So you could almost expect that Rops might continue on this fragging style, but Frozen might become more fundamental in many ways. Yeah, it's interesting to see how that pan out, because there's so many brilliant players within Mousesports. Like Chris J, what an amazing 2019 he had as well. Like he's somehow getting better the older he gets. He's maturing like a fine wine, it seems, as we'll see a rotation over towards the B side of the map. You can see a couple of kills potentially available here from Mousesports. They've recovered a UMP. That's in the hands of Rops. He's got a Molotov as well with the Desert Eagle. And that Molotov going down, this actually could get a little bit spicy. We'll see the plant come in behind the generators here. Hunden's low as well. This could actually fall apart. It goes down to the 1 versus 1. Frozen up against Roy here, but he's got a huge advantage with that AK. Wasn't the cleanest of sprays. He goes down to low HP, but he wins the round. But we'll see what he can do with him. Rops again, the opening kill from Shush. He's had his number 3 or 4 times now. Watch the play from Roy. This is a decent position to be in. Shadow doesn't even need to make the jump. He already holds B just by standing there. Whoopski's got Chris down. Mad Lions looking to go up 6-2. Not done just yet. It's a 3-on-2 situation, and Carrigan does have an AWP to work with. No kit, no armor, no utility, but he's already found Bubsky. He'll stay on the AWP. Why go to the rifle with aim punch being such a factor? Go for the 1 shot. And he's going to try and sneak around and pinch Roy, who's pushing forward again. Again, we saw him toward the catwalk already, holding at spawn. Hunden's caught out Carrigan. That missed chance. That was it. The only chance they had of winning this round. If Carrigan hits that shot, Frozen can come out at CT spawn. They would have had a really decent chance of it, but not going to happen. It was still a decent eco round. Get ourselves to the round number 14. Mad Lions to save everything they've got for the final one, and you can see Bubsky's already made his way through. You could feel that was going to connect. It's a bit ridiculous, the shot, but Frozen just didn't see it coming. A chance for 2 kills. This is a full eco potential victory here, Matt. They've actually got full access to the A side, but Rops and Boxic maybe arriving just in time. Boxic running behind the plant. He knows this is important. He goes down, but he finds the kill in response. Low HP breaker as well. Smoke starting to be deployed here, and only the Glock for Shush, but it could be enough for a kill. He's in a 2-on-1, finds the Krieg. A slight chance he wins this, but Boxic, too precise, too quick, takes him down. And a very successful eco there for Mad Lions, to be fair. An opening deagle shot, a Krieg to follow it up, and a bomb plant. There was a chance to win the rounds, but ultimately, Mousesports. Can Mousesports replicate it? Quickly up towards short here. Crusaders wants to go through the smoke, it seems. No problem. A-core waiting as well with the USP. Boxic in position already to plant, so a 5-on-5 post-plant situation in the pistol. Yeah, you don't see many of those. No, but naturally it does mean they must have a plan for the retake, you'd expect. So far, though, they haven't got any forward momentum at all because the smokes are still down. Voxic's still on top of the ball, and they'll get the headshot onto him. Hunden, to do so, has the kit, keep in mind. So he's playing close to the bomb. Even if he drops, they'll be able to pick that up. He's going to get on in the smoke. They're going to get away with this. There's nothing they can do. Roy's got the only kill they needed. Rops is on a flank. It's already over, and he's down. Insult to injury. That's the Mad Lions, who I think are 16th right now. So, yeah, I think that's fair to say. We'll see the commitment through the bridge. Maybe a little bit too much of one from there from Carrigan, but he wanted to see if he can pounce on the CTs and take advantage, but it goes back to a 3-on-3. And Chris J spots a hole potentially here, going to be pushing his way up towards the B steps, but Shush has a rifle. Doesn't connect on the first shot here, but I don't think they have helmets, at least from Chris J, so he will go down quickly. Frozen responds in kind. 2-on-2, bomb to be planted. Bubsky though, he should be able to find his first kill. Not the cleanest so far, but that's not too bad. 1-on-1 though, A-core. B steps, HP relatively the same, and I feel like the MP9 should be able to close things out here, but spots the head, it's a tiny one, and this point it's much more difficult for the CT retaking. 3 kills already for Frozen. A-core though has him down instead. And that means the defuse comes through. It's going to be 10-7, a close round, all things considered. But it's still closer to the site for when They are needed on A, and it's a 3-on-3. They've got 2 Kriegs picked up. They don't have armor. I shouldn't say that. Roy does. Shush doesn't. But they have a reasonable chance. With 1:04, Mousesports forced to slow things down. And Roy's in a good boost. In fact, they're doubling that up in heaven, and they'll see above the smoke to see the ramp at that point in time, should they go for the execution. There's no, well, there's one, but there's not enough utility to really look for a set piece, so it's going to have to be picks, and that's what Kerrigan gets, finding Roy first. Nice
angle to hold there as well. 3-on-2. Aiko still alive. 2 kills was named so far, but the HP is low. Not sure what he's hoping to do with the smoke here, unless he's going for a quick defuse. AWP is taking vision away from himself. Oh, I like the idea. Going to go for the no-scope on the side there. Volts up. Unfortunately, though, leaving Shush in a pretty difficult scenario, but he's done very well so far. Looking for the third. Kerrigan will...
I was like, whoa, hang on. No way that hit, but it didn't. That's exactly the angle we talked about without the boost. So straight peek that time, rifle against top as well. That's a bit of a risk, but it does catch Acor off. Minor damage. Moxic's got Hunden to trade off of Rops going down. Bubsky now holding from windows, going to smoke himself back in. Flash over, drops down, and fully blind is Chris. Dropped already. They're still on the stairs, which means he has a headshot angle on repeak, but Frozen is ready for the fight.
This is a scrappy round. I like it. 30 seconds remaining, 2-on-2. Smoke's available for the T side, and the CT's actually pretty far away. A missed shot from Acor there enables him to get in towards B, but Roy ready and waiting. He has been excellent in this tournament, down to the 1 versus 1 now. AWP in the hands of Acor, bomb to be planted. No kid available, but you feel like they nailed this shot. Not going to happen just yet, but now they know exactly where each other are.
Acor to work closer. Frozen's done the same. You'd favor the rifle at this angle and position, but man, oh man, you never... On the CT side, and I can understand why they wanted to push up. They had AKs, why not try and take those duels, hold those angles, but it wasn't executed correctly at all. This time, it's much better. Hunden baited in by the AWP, he finds both. 3 men left, and they've won the first map, but it's not an easy task, as we've seen. Mousesports continuing to fight back, and Kerrigan does exactly that to find Shush. Bubsky's lost inside smoke, but that means he's also lost to his enemy, and he's going to pop out to surprise Kerrigan. Bomb's not in position, and Bubsky, an additional incendiary, is going to force them wide. Hunden through the window, and this one looks to be done. Frozen in a 1-on-4. He's got the first on Bubsky. It would be a heck of a clutch to try and keep this alive.
Yeah.
It's not done. He knows Hunden's outside the window, but he's completely surrounded, and if he fires one way, Hunden's going to push in. Good bait, but that means Acor can re-peek. And it's Mad Lions taking first blood in this series.
They are going long. Could be a difficult one for them. Here are the odds from GG.bets. You can have Mousesports as a heavy favorites here on Dust 2.
Well, they're map choice, and I think they are the heavy favorites in the series. Obviously, Vertigo is a little bit different. This is a fast start toward long. First contact. It is the quickest point of contact on them. I suppose, okay, look, mid doors. I'll give you that, but that's not so much a battle, more as a chance. This is where the battle always ensues. Voxic and Roy both gone. Everyone else still on 100 HP despite the exchange. Flashes out, Frozen. He'll stay on top of the box on the A site. Good coverage, but needs to be efficient. His teammates quickly rotating back through CT. Smoke's down. They can do the reversed elevator boost. That's exactly what they're going to do. Good find from Frozen. They don't even need to go toward the boost. They've already got the bomb down. He's found 2. Hunden's on 1 and quickly collected by Rops. They'll fade away because the smoke is doing the exact same, and that puts them in a perfect position. I love that reverse.
A bit of a rouge. You can see 3 towards B, ready to bust their way through. It's Rops who's normally anchoring these bomb sites, but he has got Frozen with him. Mass in hand. And where's the spacing here? We've been complimenting Mad Lions for that sort of play recently. That wasn't their best approach, allowing them to reset the aim. And here comes Bubsky, though, trying to save the round. 2-on-2 with a minute remaining. He's got a player towards short. That's with the M4. That's going to be Kerrigan here. This is a very important frag. They actually dink each other. Bubsky still with a bit more HP as Kerrigan retreats towards short. All for Chris J, and the bomb is down in that B bomb site.
Good headshot from Bubsky. Actually, it wasn't even that. It was just a straight body shot. It looked pretty limited in terms of what he had to fire at, so I was quick to assume, but Chris still has the bomb, even though it's a 1-on-2. They'll get together. They'll play for the trade. There's 40 seconds. They actually have a decent amount of time to make this work. So we find ourselves in this situation fairly early. And again, one can be sacrificial. The low HP may not even be required because Chris is caught peeking with a knife out and Bubsky's ready for the aim, but yeah, all they wanted to do is send one in. If he goes down, as Bubsky, aggressive again. They manage actually to clear the corner. One flash keeps them back, smoke up, and he's going to flash himself through. This is so aggressive, and Chris J's gone. He can fade back through the smoke. He was willing at that point, I think, to trade himself out, but no one else peeking. He gets back, the team's there, Frozen. Pistol to at least get one back on the Deagle, and they've got a headshot angle. They've got a second. Hunden at least takes him down. got a little awkward considering Bubsky's fast play.
Or the boost again, and it's an ideal weapon, but they're aware of it this time. The Molotov in a prime spot there just to get them off that position. They don't check Gandalf. This is getting very scrappy now. shox pretty much has to take this challenge, which he will, and he'll nail it. Coming in towards long though, and it's going to be Voxic somehow getting that shot on niko. I don't know where from. As in CT spawn, 1 versus 1 now. The jump shot, it tries to connect. It looked good for a second there, but now the reposition coming through.
Voxic knows he's going back toward Cat. He read that perfectly. Tried to distance himself, shox tried to hold the wall and get away, but Voxic, rather than playing the bomb, played the man. Power of that split. I mean, Rops does well to even get 1 from the closet because the timing when they wrap on him, he's pretty much hopeless. So fair play to him for at least getting 1 and giving this a 2-on-2 situation. Frozen, by the way, 20 HP. This is tough. That smoke's going to make this possible, and thankfully for his sake, the Molotov went the other direction. They no longer have any damage-dealing utility to take him down, so he is firmly in this, and he can sacrifice himself for Chris, but Chris would still have the pressure of hitting the shot on an AWP. Frozen's going to go and join him for that reason. Chris does it himself. That's brilliant to find it. To look like smokes. We saw not to in NIP. They used to do that on Cobblestone, and then we saw
Train must have been Astralis did it on Train,
exactly.
I think, yeah.
Yep, they throw it to the A side in the opening round. Voxic and Rops to start the killing for Mousesports. Trying to find their second pistol round in this game. Make it a 12-4 scoreline, maybe put it to bed early as Voxic gets Acor on top of the site. It's just shox remaining, and I think he'll soon be shushed with this many players against him and everyone peering down over the ledge. Kerrigan finds the kill first.
Well, there we have it. Very fast-paced up towards...
Extremely awkward for Mousesports. Drop down. Did they hear it? I think Chris would have from that far away, and this is actually even better because Chris may have heard it, but Frozen's actually already sneaking in behind them. So if they think they're safe, they're far from it. Bomb's going to be recovered, and now they've isolated and segregated the 2 defensive players. Do need to be fully aware of shox's position. He can catch them still. Molotov keeps him out of the door, but there's no smoke to deter the vision. And there's low enough HP onto Chris that he can make do with it. Actually, better than that, he finds the kill. He's helped tremendously by the fact that Hundred took the aggro away. He finds 2, in fact, on the situation. Rops is still trying to get the bomb back. Hundred's going to subside. He has to. It's either going to come to a kill or come to the bomb sites. He wants to give himself a better chance of timing. In 27 seconds, Rops has to make that decision now. And looks like B, given that he dropped off the ledge.
CT spawn, though. Oh, Hundred, that was your chance. Up against Rops now, who does have a flashbang available to him. This is just going to come down to 1 bullet, and Rops will be the one to nail it. Molotov thrown towards the squeaky door position, deny any sort of CT access. We're going to have Voxic here up and towards that heaven position. Chris J, lovely work with the USP. He is very good with that weapon. The bomb goes down. It's not a disastrous position for it to be in. It has to be recovered, but it has bought Mousesports some time to reposition here. And was that a shadow spotted by Rops towards up top? Yeah, it was. He actually saw them there. I'm not sure whether he processed that information, but here's Kerrigan now overwhelmed and taken down.
So just 2 remaining, Rops and Frozen, the young stars, the fraggers. They've already got 1, Bubsky, but Frozen's gone. He's traded out by Roy immediately after, and Rops, he couldn't hit the shots. Acor got time to put the bomb down and turn back with a picked up USP and silence him. So we got
almost 100 as he retreats down towards lower. He certainly softened them up for their entrance towards a ramp from. He felt like he's going to get 2 here, but not quite. But the damage has been done as we enter the 3-on-3 here. Very viable for the CDs to win this one. Good preemptive shots towards the vents. Not quite enough, though. Kerrigan comes out on top here. But the bomb to be planted, I like that from Kerrigan. If he can deny that, he might set his teammate up for a 1v1 clutch. But now it's Frozen. UMP in hands. Molotov and HE available, of course, no kit.
Frozen trying to be silent to sneak in. Hunden's already actually vacated by heading through decontamination. He's the low HP player. The nade will bring Roy down to a similar situation. Molotov on top of it? That's insane. And Hunden's, as we said, left. He's far away. This is a bit of a problem, though, because there's no kit. He's got to hold a 10-second defuse. So the fact that Hunden's going to go around this far, time in itself becomes all that Frozen needed. If he had actually got on that immediately and defused it, he would have got away with it, but he was not expecting a lack of a peek.
Look at Hunden's smile, though. He knows. He's on touching the bomb against EP's out now. Voxic going to be wielding his, and you'd assume towards outside. Like Matt said, you can go towards ramp as well, and this just might be a transition towards secret. We'll see what he's got in mind. Acor's not slowing down at all, it seems. He's going to be going straight through these flames, trying to open things up. There's lots of flashes, lots of confusion here. The trade should be coming through, but it's Kerrigan and Frozen remaining ice cold towards the upper bomb site, and it's a clean sweep so far. 5-on-1, Hunden with just the CZ here. Not really much he can do with it, hoping just to get a cheeky frag in the corner, but Ops has found him, should be able to take him down, no problem. Running through the flames, and for that tactic to
get 1 or 2. With the AK, he gets 3 headshots. That was clean.
Yeah, that was real nice. Well, looks like we might be all said and done here. Perhaps not. Roy does catch Foxy out of position. Same story for Chris J as well. They could actually transition this. They're going to throw a Molotov in towards the vent. It forces one of them out. Is that Carrigan? It must be with the Orc.
Wow, Roy.
How has this happened, Matt? It was a 2-on-1. It looked like we were just about to call a save, look to see what they can do, hold on to the AKs. All of a sudden, 3 kills out of nowhere, and it goes down, not even to a 1-on-1. Hunden closes the round out, 7-6. That might shatter the money as well. We'll have a look. I think they've got one more strong buy left.
Increase on your first bet. Whether that's the semifinals today, the finals tomorrow, you take the pick. This game's still anyone's. This series is anyone's as a result of it. Rops to find Hunden. Brings us back to a 4-on-4. Bubsky gonna open that door. I was surprised that was good use of sound. He knew exactly where to aim to catch off Voxic to not give him a chance to turn, and he goes better than that. He finds Rops coming into his own. Yesterday, he didn't step up enough, in my opinion, Bubsky, but you mentioned him as a highlight player. Today, he's looking more like it.
Absolutely. That was a very brazen approach towards the double doors. It actually makes it work with clinical aim there, and Roy, I should say, will be finding us a 3-on-1 situation. Bubsky to close things out there. What a round from him. So brave, just opening those double doors. Quick headshot, closes them up towards the window, and it was a nice plan, to be fair, coming in from Mousesports, but do they want to buy in the second round, considering they only got a couple of frags there? You could wait and have a really strong buy in the third.
Both pistols, by the way, now going to Mad Lions. So he's one ahead, actually, but we're on the 26th round. Nade to Squeaky again. Smoke goes deeper through it. This is oftentimes when you'll see the vent dive, and they're certainly ready for it. Bubsky's got a nade, wants to throw in. They haven't put any activity in that direction, though. No feet stomping toward the vents, so there's no panic as of yet for the CTs. They are ready for the hut entrance, though. In fact, they actually lured them over toward the doorway and look to the right. Carrigan gets flashed in. It's a decent entrance, but a good hold from Hunden to find 2. We talked about his frag potential. Doesn't matter how many he has, it's how important the ones he does get are, and those 2 are big. Molotov to hold off Heaven, and he's forced out Hunden down below, so they've got control of the site, Mouse.
Not the best Molotov, actually. It's landed too deep, so they still have some control in that area. Flashbang coming through. This is big now. That kill has to come in for Shush, which it does, but Frozen, he hasn't missed many today, and that is massive. 14-12, third and final map here. Money will be in tatters for Mad Lions. $2,000 on Bubsky, less than that. Sets his teammates up with the flashbangs here. Acorn needs to hit a great shot, which he does. Chris J removed, can't get the second. Nice trade from Carrigan.
Spray control from Rops, successful. Roy did the same on Carrigan, however. Bubsky's gonna try and beat them down below, but he's already late. 3-on-3. If he gets a kill, however, in the window, things change, but traded out as Voxic nails the headshot in return. Yeah. And Roy knows what's next. He needs to get this kill on Voxic, and he cannot. Otherwise, this series might be over. It's Hunden versus 2.
Yeah, Hunden with no kits. An HE grenade in the flash. I think we might be done here. He's got 25 seconds on the clock. Takes a bullet to the face, luckily through the wall, won't go down straight away, and now a desperate grenade. Doesn't do any damage. 20 seconds remaining. He's got nothing to work with at all, and that's going to be a nice comeback from Mousesports there. Losing both pistols as well, you noted that. That should be the difference maker if they were equally matched. That suggests they weren't really, and it seemed just in terms of individual form there, Frozen just devoured them towards the end of that series.
He was excellent this game, and what a time to...